Elden Ring has become the new talk of the town due to its seemingly deep and obtuse backstory.
The Tarnished will soon return.
But let me tell you something. That's not really the case. I mean, it is surely deep and meaningful, but definitely not as complex as other Souls games in the past. Players can discern most of the story by simply following the main questline of the game and paying close attention to what the NPCs have to say to you.
Oh yes, I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree.
Sometimes it gets a little cryptic, but you still manage to gather a lot of info on the backstory. And to help you understand a little better, we have created a guide for you explaining everything in detail. Welcome to Kaboom!
Kaboom, kaboom! Ah!
And in the next 5 minutes, I will take you through the lands between to answer the question, what really is the Elden Ring? So, without any further ado, hit that like button and let's get started. You start off in a world that now appears totally dark and desolate, which once used to be prosperous as any other nation. The lands between drew prosperity from the power of the Elden Ring, the source of which came from the almighty Erdtree, whose grace also gave the residents of the lands between a unique golden glow in their eyes. However, some of the residents lacked this golden glow, and they were called the Tarnished. The people with grace forcibly exiled the Tarnished from the lands between, and for a while, everything stayed calm. Until one day, the Elden Ring shattered into pieces. No one really knows how and who was responsible for the shattering of the Elden Ring. There seems to be a lot of theories and rumors as to how it shattered and who was behind it, but nothing's really been confirmed yet. However, one thing that is confirmed is that the shattering of Elden Ring gave birth to some fierce demigods with pieces of the said Elden Ring. They were referred to as the Shard Bearers, or simply Shards of the Elden Ring, who went into war with each other and everyone who stood in their way to claim the throne and become the Elden Lord. This event, or the war, is called the Shattering War, which made this already suffering land of the Erdtree literally uninhabitable. So where does our player fit into all of this? Well, you, the player, is a descendant of the Tarnished, who, after the shattering of Elden Ring, received the guidance of grace that summoned you to return to the lands between to fight this war and become the new Elden Lord of this world. But keep in mind that you are not the only Tarnished trying to receive the shards of the Elden Ring to revive it and become the Elden Lord. There are other Tarnished like you, who also possess this unique power that guides them, just like you. In fact, there are quite some notable ones who are indeed well ahead of you in this quest to become the Elden Lord. Throughout your journey in this wild adventure, you come across these Tarnished as they find new ways to seek the Elden Ring. And while all the Tarnished seem to go about this quest in their own unique ways, something that is common between you and the other Tarnished is the fact that you all have a Maiden to guide you through this challenging path. Every once in a while, all the Tarnished are summoned by their maidens to the place called the Round Table Room. And that also includes you and your maiden, Melina, who has agreed to guide you through the perils of the Dark World. In that Round Table Room, you also get to meet the Two Fingers, who apparently relays the order from the Greater Will. And since the Two Fingers doesn't have a mouth, the only way for the Tarnished to understand the Greater Will is through a sign language expert, or this lady, Ania, the Reader.
You have returned. What is it?
This marks the start of your journey to become the new Elden Lord by completing different tasks given by the Two Fingers and your maiden Melina to reforge the Elden Ring back to its glory. This pretty much sums up everything that you need to know in order to make sense of all the Elden Ring story and what the fuss is all about. With that, we have reached the end of our video. I hope you learned something new, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more exciting content like this in the future. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Check out this video. It's specially selected for you. You'll like it.